most controversial arrests caught on body cameras. No one can deny the importance of timely arrests when it comes to curbing crimes. But some cases escalate to such controversies, we end up questioning whether the arrest made was justified in the first place or not. When do you think the use of brute force is justified by law enforcement? How about when the suspect spits in your face?
Under arrest. Under arrest. Stop. Get down. Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Stop. 40 Central, have him step it up. Get down now.
The Volusia County Sheriff had released a body camera video of a recent arrest after receiving online criticism. The sheriff says Deltona leaders contacted him about the arrest after seeing social media posts calling the incident an overreaction. On July 18th, the officer involved was responding to a burglary call and apparently went to the wrong street. When he arrived, he stopped a woman's vehicle as she was pulling out of a driveway. During the confrontation, the 18-year-old became aggressive and attempted to drive away before the officer reached into the vehicle to turn it off.
Watch what you do, because I'll punch you in your... Don't ever forget that. I'll punch you
Central,
in
give me a second.
Hey.
Let me explain to you what we're doing.
Put your hands on me and I don't say
responding.
I don't give a
I'm responding to an alarm call.
Put your hands on me and I didn't turn up on you.
Turn around.
Watch your oh my mama.
Nobody's under.
Stop punching me.
She then got out of the car and started hurling violent threats at the officer, which inevitably led to her being put in handcuffs.
Get down.
I don't care.
Get down.
What the
Get down.
I'm in the car. Move it. Stop pushing me to the ground. Okay, baby, just chill.
Put your hands behind your back.
Turn
Turn and behind your back.
Oh my soul.
It was at that moment when things truly spiraled out of control.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Stop.
40 Central, have him step it up. Get down now. Get down now. Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
After a brief halt and her fake hair coming off, the battle resumed, but this time got even more violent.
Put your hands behind your back. Turn and behind your back.
They just chill, man. Oh my soul. You lucky because I would have took off your mama.
If you don't stop, what's going to happen?
And this is the part which gave rise to two sets of opinions.
Stop! Tell her to quit moving. If you don't stop moving, stop! I'm trying not to you. I'm trying not to hurt you.
Even when she was put under arrest, she kept on yelling and throwing tantrums while giving warnings to the cop.
Stop talking to me and fix the cup. Fix the cup. You just ripped the wig off of your kids. Stop. You just twisted. Stop touching me.
Stand up.
Fix my wrist.
You're going to wait, okay?
Stop.
This didn't have to be like that.
Stop touching me. It did, because you were aggressive for no reason.
A female officer arrived on the scene, and her body cam provided another point of view. The woman then shifted and aimed her threats towards her.
You can't say me. Fix my cup.
I will if you would just hold okay?
Fix my cup.
Turn around and
I
I will fix them.
asked way too many.
Oh, I will, so just turn around and relax.
Let's do it.
No, what the
The officers found it hard to fulfill her fix the cuffs demand as she kept on moving and being uncooperative.
Is it your left or your right?
Stop.
Daddy on the phone.
Okay, stop.
You're hurting my wrist.
Well, you keep moving, so stop.
Oh my God.
Chill out, stop kicking me.
I didn't kick you.
Yes, you
Hey,
just did.
hey, listen up.
Okay, stop. Get her quick, and I'm gonna search her real quick and get her out of my car.
Don't hold back from sharing your thoughts in the comment section as to whether you thought the way she was dealt with was justified or if the officers really did overreact. But what happens when you arrest an innocent minor and then get owned for it?
I gotta search you, okay?
This phone.
Yeah, your phone right there. I'm just gonna go and set it right here, okay, sir?
Alright. And there's keys in this.
Yes, sir. How old are you? Okay. You said 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
Malcolm Ziegler, 14, was attempting to sell a dirt bike when Fuquay, Varina, North Carolina police came and arrested him for possession of a stolen motor vehicle and threw him in the back of a police car.
Do me a favor, man. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
I did.
You're in possession of a stolen motor vehicle.
What?
Diggs, you want to go and verify that for me?
What?
Do me a favor, man. Just come to my car right over here, okay?
What the?
Malcolm attempted to dispute his arrest by presenting genuine legal reasons, but the police ignored them.
That vehicle's been entered as stolen.
What?
Okay?
Which one?
The dirt bike right over there. The Suzuki. I know you've been trying to sell it on Facebook Marketplace.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's been reported stolen. It's been entered as stolen. So right now, you are in possession of a stolen motor vehicle.
Well, can
okay?
I show you the bill of sale from where I bought it?
Absolutely. You can definitely show me that.
I mean, I did not steal it. I
Okay.
can just show you.
A pointless body search of the innocent teenager ensued.
This phone.
Yeah, your phone right there. I'm just gonna go and set it right here, okay, sir?
All right, and then there's keys in this.
Yes, sir. How old are you? Okay.
When the boy's father heard the ruckus, he went outside to check what was going on.
How are you doing, sir? Hey,
Dad, I need that
So-
bill of sale.
reason all this is going down, that vehicle's been entered as stolen into National Crime Information Center. Do you have the bill of sale by any chance, sir?
I don't know what it is. It's either in my room or in the garage.
You gotta tell me where it is now. I saw y'all sign it, but what did you do?
A supervisor stepped in to put some light on the cop's extremely dull intellect, and the shame he then felt was audible in his voice.
Okay, because obviously that didn't happen.
Yep.
So worst you have is what?
Possession of a stolen motor vehicle.
Which is you gonna think you get secure custody and all that?
Probably
Or a
not.
petition. You're 14. Me personally, you ain't going nowhere. You're here with what, Dad? Ain't no sense having him sit in the car with handcuffs on.
Then, Malcolm's father presented a bill of sale, and he was eventually freed from the patrol car and the cuffs.
Separate your hands as well, too. Just separate your hands. There you go. All right, go and take that hand out for me, sir. That one right there. You got it. Now let me go.
I usually put them on the counter in my room.
Society's role in shaping crime-free paradigms becomes evident in incidents like these. Community engagement and education can foster a better understanding of the rights and vulnerabilities of minors. Advocacy for juvenile justice reform and initiatives that promote positive interactions between law enforcement and young individuals can contribute to preventing wrongful arrests and ensuring the protection of minors. This next video made me take back my wish of ever having a doppelganger.
Now y'all better leave me alone, cousin. Move, Fox, move! Really? Handcuff him now! Handcuff him! You're gonna get it again!
Patrick Mumford, 24, was sitting in his car in February 2016 when he was approached by 3 Savannah Chatham Metro police officers who were executing a warrant for another guy, Michael Clay.
What's your name? I'm going to ask you one more time. We probably need to talk to you.
24 Charlie, let me advise
what's your
you're
name?
getting a call for 12,608
Okay, stand up.
Mercy Court.
Stand up. Turn around, put your hands in the car.
What happened?
Turn around, put your hands in the car.
What I do? Man, what I do? Y'all ain't telling me what I do, man.
Dude, you got a warrant, dude.
Patrick cowered down into his car's passenger seat, puzzled and afraid. As soon as Patrick was first introduced to the cops, the head officer gave the order to tase him for disobedience.
You got a taser? No. All right, tase him.
Back up.
Tase
Man,
him.
go ahead.
Tase him.
Come out.
Tase him. Get your hands out now. You got 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Do not reach. Get up. Put your hands on the car. I'm getting up, man. That's what.
Get your
Show me the
3,
warrant. Show me the warrant.
2. All right, tase him.
But then, they actually tase him.
Really?
It required the use of force for cops to recognize what we already knew. They were dealing with the incorrect person.
You're not who I'm looking for, but here's the deal. When I ask you for ID because you look a lot like the person we're looking for,
Ow!
when we ask you for ID because you look a lot like the person we're looking for that's living at this address,
Oh, Lord.
you give us ID.
Instead of apologizing, the cops reasoned and excused their conduct in front of shocked neighbors and even Patrick's parents. Among the rationalizations were the frequent false declaration that the cops requested Patrick for his identification.
Man, he had his ID on him. I asked him for his ID 3 times, ma'am. That's all on video. It's all on video. I said, ma'am, dude, let me get your ID. And he started climbing with the car and pulling away from us.
He
didn't do anything. They thought he was Michael because he pulled up here in the yard like he lived here.
Patrick was arrested for obstructive behavior. As a non-violent drug offender on first offender probation, a potential probation violation might cost him his employment, his college degree, and 7 years in prison, all for sitting in his own car, minding his own business, and speaking the truth.
4 times I asked him, and I said, it's all on my video, 4 times, dude, get out of the car, stop reaching. That's it, man, that's all I wanted. When he gave us his name, I said, give me your ID, and that's when he got back in the car. I don't know why, I don't know what he was trying to, he doesn't have anything on him. I don't know what his deal is, I don't know why he was wanting to be argumentative.
The incident serves as a stark reminder of the need for ongoing dialogue, education, and reforms within law enforcement. An educational note should emphasize the importance of transparency, accountability, and continuous improvement within policing agencies. Additionally, a precautionary message can underscore the significance of citizens' rights and the responsibility of law enforcement to protect and uphold those rights. And when this woman was surrounded by officers from all sides, she got desperate and decided to expose herself.
Get out of the vehicle!
Let me see your hands! 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 Get out of the car right now! Get on your stomach right now!
My stomach!
I'm going less lethal.
Shortly before 6 a.m., a maintenance employee at the Edmond Public Schools maintenance building was warming up their work truck when a woman hopped in and sped off. After refusing to stop, 2 Edmond police officers chased the driver along Kelly Avenue.
We're still going northbound on Kelly.
Light traffic, she just blew the light.
She's not stopping. She's going through the parking lot. Now we're approaching the Tingen parking lot. We're coming to a stop at the same residence at 106.
Stop at 106.
Officers caught up with a woman who had pulled the truck onto a lawn. Then, instead of putting the car into park, she pushed on the gas and slammed right into a squad car.
Stop at 106.
She just hit Oak.
Here's body camera video from the officer whose car she crashed into. You could hear the moment of impact.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands!
As the cops screamed at her to show them her hands,
Let me see your hands!
she went on to mock them in quite an inappropriate manner. The stun guns, which the officers already had pointed at her, were put to use, and she was taken down to the ground.
No! Give me your hands!
Put your hands behind your back!
You gotta get
Quit your Put your hands behind your back! You got her?
The woman eventually told the officers her name was Stephanie and claimed to have suffered a gunshot wound. They assured her it was just a taser and that she hadn't been shot.
Y'all put it under my house! Oh, I got a gunshot wound, y'all.
Let's roll her up. All right, Bethany, we're gonna roll you up.
Stephanie!
Stand up. Tuck your
I
leg.
have a gunshot wound from you.
You haven't been shot. You were tased.
No, from the other day.
Attempting to elude and assault and battery on a police officer. A gentle reminder for everyone, don't do drugs. If you thought that was totally uncalled for, have a look at our next entry.
Did you just run from me? Sir, okay? All right, put your hands behind your back. No.
Can I ask you what
You run from me?
A terrifying incident in which South Carolina police misidentified an innocent person, mistakenly arresting him due to a license plate mix-up, was captured on shocking body camera footage.
Both hands! You got anybody in there with you? Anybody with you? Take your right hand up in the door. I'm actually running out of the vehicle. Get on the ground! On the ground! On the ground!
Marvin Pendarvis, the lawyer defending David Wiggins, subsequently spoke with a station and provided some surprising revelations.
He was leaving a Burger King when he was mistaken for someone who was involved in a high-speed chase and was pulled over and subsequently ordered out of his vehicle onto the ground at gunpoint by an officer with the police department, giving him a really traumatic experience.
Later in the video, it was evident that the female officer, who was principally responsible for this sad occurrence, had no regret in her voice.
What was the time, lady?
Victor X-ray uniform C58.
This ain't even him, but they got almost the identical tag.
You were chasing a blacked out truck?
Look just like this.
When a cop on the radio confirmed that David was not the culprit they were looking for, she quickly recognized her error and attempted to make amends.
That's scary. Look, I'm sorry. You got almost the same tag, same car? He must have passed you going through?
Yeah, most of it. We had everybody coming to do.
Yeah. You good? You have a good one, okay? I'm sorry about that.
Marvin recounted the horrific consequences of that day, as well as the long-term impact they had on David.
And so being on the ground for that long, he didn't know if the next breath that he took was going to be his last. And so it really, really traumatized him. He's been in therapy since then, dealing with the effects that this has had on his psyche and his overall being and his interaction with law enforcement, to be frank.
In response to these incidents, David Wiggins' decision to sue the Marion Police Department for civil assault emphasizes the need for accountability and compensation for victims of police misconduct. This legal action may trigger a broader conversation about the importance of holding law enforcement agencies responsible for their actions and implementing systemic changes to prevent similar occurrences. Apparently nowadays, you can't even withdraw money from your own account without ending up in the back of a cop car.
I'm just trying to manage my emotions right now.
I understand. Like I was about to tell you, the reason we don't come out and unfortunately the seriousness of the call doesn't allow us to.
Officer, let me ask you a question, sir. You're talking to me right now, and I'm cuffed in the back of a car.
Yeah.
My team's driver's cuffed. Yeah. I imagine in the back of a car.
Yeah.
Filmmaker Ryan Coogler of Black Panther was put in custody and falsely charged in January 2022 of attempting to rob a bank in Atlanta's Buckhead district.
So we got a call based.
I heard somebody ask me if I passed or no.
Yeah.
It's probably been one of these.
So basically, we got a call, and from what we got the call, it seemed like someone was trying to rob the bank. Something about you passing a note to the teller, something to that effect. Can you just tell me what's going on? Or?
Ryan explained to the officers what actually happened and that he used to do this practice often, but this was the first time he was being arrested for it.
Every time I make a withdrawal to pay her, you know, because it's a large amount, she works a lot.
Yeah.
You know, if I don't write down on a note how much I went out, and then I don't want it ran through the money counter right there at the desk, the whole bank ends up looking at it because they just hearing money going through the account, and I don't feel safe.
One of the officers made a ludicrous attempt to reason with him, following which Ryan asked him a question that rendered him speechless.
Is there any reason we can't have this conversation once you get these cuffs off everybody?
Yeah.
And we back to being treated like standard members of society? Is there any reason for that, bro?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and get you out of the handcuffs.
I'd love to have this conversation with you, man. But
I got you. I understand.
You know.
While being uncuffed, Coogler had a lot to say to the officers and even requested for their IDs so he could make a complaint later. The police's response to everything was predictable.
I gotta get all y'all names.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Y'all got cards?
No, we don't have cards, but we'll. If you got something to write on, do you have anything?
I'm not reaching into nothing, grabbing nothing. So y'all can give me something to write down on it. Y'all can put it down.
All right.
We can give you something.
We'll get you something and give you everybody's names on it.
Bank of America has already issued an apology for the error, and Ryan has claimed to have, quote, moved on from the whole thing.
I understand.
Yeah.
That somebody up.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Ryan Coogler's case brings attention to the importance of scrutinizing the legal aspects surrounding mistaken accusations. Legal clauses regarding wrongful arrest, racial profiling, and the right to conduct lawful activities without interference should be considered. This incident prompts a review of law enforcement practices to ensure that individuals are not subjected to unwarranted arrests based on implicit biases. The biases of law enforcement can extend beyond the color of your skin. They're racist for religion, too.
How old are you?
Yeah,
You're telling fibs. Where does she live? She's not 48 if she's born in 1975. She's 44. What's the year of birth?
75.
And she's 48. Do your maths. That's 44.
2 New South Wales police officers were found guilty of severe misconduct after they belittled 2 Afghan women during a traffic stop in Sydney's west. After an independent police oversight agency found the 2 acted inappropriately, the Law Enforcement Conduct Commission, or the LECC, published a video of the incident, which happened on April 20th, 2019. According to the commission, the officers followed the car for 2 minutes because one of the women was not wearing a seatbelt.
The stupidest person I've met as a driver of a motor vehicle, with the police vehicles all the way since Church Street to here, I've just caught a police pursuit with you. We're in pursuit with you because you would not stop. Produce your driver's license, driver.
Sorry, I wasn't sure.
You've lost your license.
Despite the fact that it was not her fault, the lady quickly apologized to the officer. But instead of treating the matter gently, he unnecessarily began verbally attacking the woman's stepmother.
Pass me her ID too. Your P plate at the rear is not displayed properly. She would have ID of some description.
She came from overseas.
Oh, it doesn't matter. She would have some ID on her of some description. Produce it. Have you got ID? Well, she'd have something.
The poor elderly lady didn't speak any English, but the officer continued to torment her as he got her out of the car.
Where's your ID? Where's your wallet? Where's your wallet? Bag. Where's your bag? Where's your bag? Is that her handbag? All right, where's her wallet? Where's her wallet? I don't care where your home is. At this stage, you're under arrest for driving in a negligent manner.
In their fear, they understandably became confused about their birth dates. But the officer exploited this as a reason to be even more harsh towards them.
Where does she live? She's not 48 if she's born in 1975. She's 44. What's the year of birth?
75.
And she's 48. Do your maths. That's 44. I'm 41, born in 78. Take 3 years off. 75. That's 44. Someone's telling me lies. Your mum has 30 seconds to tell me a date of birth, or on the way to Rose Hill.
Officer 2 then joined Officer 1 in making the women as uneasy as possible.
Your passport down here now, or you go back to the police station.
Wait.
See? ID.
She's on temporary visa.
Oh, so she's committed offences whilst on a temporary visa?
Yep.
Aid and abet.
No, this is not. I've got it.
Well, get some. Ring her. Ring someone at home, because a girl was come down here, a relative. No, she stays here. Mum stays here. Hey.
The woman filed a complaint, claiming that the verbal assault persisted for an additional 8 minutes after the camera was turned off.
Ring someone to go and get her passport and bring it here now. Don't you get aggro. You'll be in the back of a divvy going back to the jail. Don't take advantage of our system.
The LECC concluded that there was grave misconduct on the part of both officers, and that Officer 1 had purposefully intimidated, abused, threatened, and bullied the woman. Additionally, Officer 1's actions were partially driven by and displayed racial prejudice. The inquiry also revealed that Officer 2 had threatened both ladies with arrest or incarceration for immigration violations without any justification. The committee also voiced worry that the behavior of the officers might cause people in the neighborhood to become hostile or fearful of the police. Police in New South Wales have not yet determined whether to take any action against the officers.